Hello, Mario! In this video I am going to reduce some topo shots that have been done with field notes, and to do that I'm going to use an Excel spreadsheet that I've put together and that will be available on my on the course Moodle site that I'm doing this for. So let's first of all let's just get so here's our Excel spreadsheet that I've produced here. This is a blank one here. Now how across the top would be the details of the mark. So the XXX down in there you would say rename that, and that'll give the mark name, which will put it up in here. And then you need to key in the instrument height, the reduced level, the northing and easting for the mark. And then as various marks, various shots go in, you can put in the bearing and distance and the target height in here, and it will calculate them all out. Once you have done that, well, I'll get that going first. So the first one that we're going to do, or where the marks that I'm going to use, I'm going to rename this, and it's going to be at, and it's going to be peg MB, peg MB. So I put that in there like that, and that comes up in there. Now my instrument height in this case here for peg MB is 1.635. My reduced level that I've got for that is 37.883, and I'm getting this from my control plans. My northing coordinate 701,960.631, and my eastern coordinate it would be 441,167.771. Enter, and that puts that in, and then I just start keying in my data in here. So my first one that I have got available here is, just put it in here, 240, enter, and 03, and I've got it formatted so that these should come out correctly. 18 seconds. Put in my distance, 25.541, and then my face left height difference, 0.542. The target height is 2 meter pole, standard there, and my code in this case here is going to be BOB, and I'm going to put +1 because I'm going to string it. And so there it is there. Now for those of you that might want to have a look at the how this works, is that the coordinate, there's the formula there appearing up in the top bar there. So it's working out the cosine of the bearing. The bearing here is converted to radians because the Excel works in radians, so that's converted to the bearing, converted to radians. The cosine of that is then added to the northern coordinate up the top here, and that gives us this. And similarly for the easting, where we're using the sine of the bearing times the distance and added to the coordinate, and then the heights here of course are just worked out with the reduced level here, plus the height of the instrument, plus the delta H, and then minus the pole height there, the height of the target, and that gives us the what we want. And then this here is the code, which I'm going to string. So I'll just put one more in, just to give the idea. So this one's 250, 0019, and that's 32.067, and 0 0.561 and 2 there again, and then this here, well, you can either copy it or BOB plus 1, so that's Bob plus 1. And then we've got bottom of bank, top of bank, and some spot heights. So what I'm going to do now is going to bring in this one. I have completed this, so I'm just going to bring that in, and there is the completed version of it. When you get down to here, at this point, when I've got everything in, I deleted all the rows below it. So I've deleted all of the rows below there, and that's all of the data input. And you can see there's Bob, Tob, and that. We can print out a copy of this for reporting purposes, and we can do various variations, maybe leave out the field information and just have the coordinates, point numbers, coordinates, and height. And in fact, to do that and import this into 12D, what I've done is I've created over here just a simple, this is where I'm going to do the CSV file here. So this is all of the data I've just in the point, northing, easting, height, and code format, and that's ready for input into 12D. And I just get rid of these rows here and just delete rows. So what we want to do now is to save that information there to a file. So I'm just going to, I've got that sheet there open, and we just go File, Save As, and we browse to where we want it, which is the Zeal Traverse there, and I've called it the Manu for manufactured topo reduction.xls, but we actually want it to be a CSV file, so I've chosen that one there, Manu topo reduction CSV, and you can see that I've already got one there already, but just go save, and do you want to replace it? Yes. And then it comes up with these various things here. The selected file type does not support workbooks. That's okay, that's fine, and yes, that's all good. And you can see that it's actually changed the name of the sheet down there to the file name. So that's all booked up there. That's pretty much it. Getting the topo data all collated, and we've got the coordinates and the heights and everything done there. Hopefully I've got it. I was just a little bit concerned in there that I had plus minus. I wonder I could possibly take that out of there, and let's just see. Let's just go escape there. 38060. I can take that out of there, and it should remain the same. So that's, oh no, it doesn't want me to do that. So yeah, so that's it all there, and what have you. So now what we go do then is we want to import that information into 12D, which I've got here all set up in 12D, and we want to put that information into 12D. Now, one of the things that we need to do before we import the information into 12D is to set up what we call a map file, and this is here the map file. We set them up. Now, what I'll probably best to just to find the map file first, and that's the that's the Manu test map file there, which I think is the one I did. So we just click on that and we go read, and that reads the map file in there, and then we can just have a look at the basic. And what we've got there is these are the various codes. Now the ones that I have used are spot, height, Tob, and Bob, and you'll see that I've got the little asterisk there, so that the strings where we've got the +1, that will join all the +1 strings together, and if we had +2 strings it would join all those together, and +3 and so on. So that's to cater for the pluses there, where we've got different strings for different bottoms of different banks. So we're going to have a top of bank 1, and the thing is that we've got the strings, so the strings will do a continuous line. With the spot heights we've just got a single point, and so they will just, they won't string together, they'll just come in and show up as a point. And this here, this is the name of them, which I've kept the same, and this is the model or the layer that they go in. So the spot heights will go into a spot height layer, the bobs will go into the bottom of the bank, and the tobs into the top of the bank. And then I've got other ones, edge of concrete base and other ones. And these are a map file, and you can build them up as you go and add various codes and get them all working, various colours and things like that. So the spot heights will be orange. In this case, the top of bank will be blue and the bottom of bank will be green. So that's our map file all set up, and I'll put a copy of the map file with the spreadsheet so that it's available for download, or you can just create one of your own. So there's the basic. It's pretty easy to fill in and just get them the same there. It's just that basic one that you need at this point, and I think that's all you need to know. So we'll just finish there with that anyway. And now let's see if we can import these the CSV file that I've created from the topo data. Just be aware that this data is it's not real data, it's manufactured data that I've made up. So we go to File, Input, Output, and we want to go to Data Input, and we want to go to the XYZ format, and possibly that one there is the one to use. And it's the file to read is manufactured, that one there, and that's our topo data there. The basic default line color, the yellow I prefer red really. There, the default text style, you do need to nominate that. Skip column headers, default model for data. We'll just call it. I'll just call it default. Topo default. Okay, topo default, and add to the view. Well, we'll just add it to view 1 there, like that. So the format of the file that we're going to use is going to be X is in 3, Y is in 2, Z is in 4, the name will be in 5, and the point ID will be in 1. That will be a comma, the delimiter, and we've got the map file all set up, which is that one there, and we'll go to the file and we'll just go read and finish, and there is our little file there. It's created a new plan form there, but are you sure you want to close this view? Yes. We'll just go into here, make this big, and I'll just turn the models on bottom of the bank. So turn that on. Top of the bank, right there. Top of the bank, and spot heights. So that's turned on all our data, and it's in. You'll notice that these strings are not closed, so that's just a matter of going strings edit, close, and start, and it says finish the selection. Now in this thing you can select and then right click to accept, okay, and click and then right click to accept. You can also click with direction, which it comes up as well. So there's our our stockpile there all shown, with our top of bank in blue, bottom of bank in green, and our 4 spot heights. We can go to the tick cross here and turn on the vertices, and just that shows us all our marks. We can turn on our Z values, which is the heights, so that's giving us the heights of all of the marks there that we've keyed in, so we can have a little bit of that there, and also yeah, we can turn on our string names. I don't think, oh, we could turn on string names, yes, and we can turn on our point IDs as well, so that if we want to go in and edit anything or have a look at how things are going. We can also, if we want to, we can go to a view here, and we can look at a new view, and we could look at a perspective open ground level view there like that, and just come in here. Let's turn everything bottom of bank. Just hold down the control key to select multiple models, stockpile, top of bank. I'll just, like so, select, and hopefully this is coming in. Where's our, oh, there it is, and we can just see there that if we grab our little toggle, we can see there that there's our little stockpile there. We can see that's in 3D. We can see the bottom of the bank, the top of the bank, and the spot heights, and it's a bit of a 3D sort of thing going on there. We can perhaps, well, that's about as much as we can do at this stage. We can look through, and as you can see, that's just a very simple little stockpile that I've put in, and we can have a look. We can go back to our just our standard view there, and that's it in like so. And as I mentioned earlier, we're also able to, you know, get a listing now back out of this using CSV file functionality. So that's got our topo points into 12D and sort of drawn up in a bit of a diagram, so you could use various screenshots, I guess, to show that, but in a very soon in a video I'll possibly show how we could maybe get this out as a plot this out as a bit of a plan that we could use. So I think we'll leave it there, and yeah, cheers, see you.